Harry Edward Styles is an English singer, songwriter, and actor. His musical career began in 2010 as a solo contestant on the British music competition series The X Factor. Following his elimination early on, he was brought back to join the boy band One Direction, which went on to become one of the best-selling boy bands of all time. Styles released his self-titled debut album through Columbia Records in 2017. It was certified platinum in the US, while its lead single, Sign of the Times, topped the UK singles chart. He made his acting debut in Christopher Nolan's 2017 war film Dunkirk. Styles' second album, Fine Line, debuted atop the US Billboard 200 with the biggest sales debut from an English male artist in the US, and was listed among Rolling Stone's 500 greatest albums of all time in 2020. Its fourth single, Watermelon Sugar, topped the US Billboard Hot 100. Early life. Harry Edward Styles was born on February 1, 1994 in Redditch, Worcestershire, the son of Cox and finance worker Desmond Des Styles. When he was a child, he moved with his parents and older sister Gemma to Holmes Chapel, Cheshire. His parents divorced when he was 7 and his mother later was remarried to Robin Twist, who died of cancer in 2017. Styles has an older stepbrother named Mike and a stepsister named Amy, children of Twist. Styles said he had a great childhood and was always supported by his parents. As a child, he recorded covers on a karaoke machine he was given by his granddad, and the first song he recorded was Elvis Presley's The Girl of My Best Friend. Styles attended Holmes Chapel Comprehensive School. While at Holmes Chapel Comprehensive, he was the lead singer for the band White Eskimo, which won a local Battle of the Bands competition. At the age of 16, he worked part-time at the W. Mandeville Bakery in Holmes Chapel. Personal life. Styles splits his time between two homes in North London, having previously lived in the Sunset Strip area of West Hollywood, California. He also owns a loft apartment in the Manhattan borough of New York City. He lived in the attic of producer Ben Winston's home in Hampstead Heath, London, for 20 months at the beginning of his career while he looked for his own house. Styles believes in karma, and when Chelsea Handler asked if he believes in God, he responded, "I feel like anyone who says I'm spiritual sounds a little wanky. But yeah, I definitely consider myself to be more spiritual than religious. I'm not super tied into certain rules, but I think it's naive to say nothing exists, and there's nothing above us or more powerful than us. I think that's a little narrow-minded. I definitely think there's something, that it's not just us. It's kind of crazy to think that it's just us." He has dozens of tattoos, one of which was done during a live appearance on The Late Late Show with James Corden in 2015. Styles dated television presenter Caroline Flack from November 2011 to January 2012. Their relationship stirred controversy as she was 14 years his senior. He briefly dated American singer-songwriter Taylor Swift later in 2012, leading to fan and media speculation about them writing songs about each other after their breakup. From 2017 to 2018, Styles was in a relationship with model Camille Rowe, who heavily inspired his 2019 album, Fine Line. Styles' sexuality has long been a subject of speculation. When asked in a GQ interview in 2013 whether he was bisexual, he responded, "I'm pretty sure I'm not." In 2017, Styles said he did not feel any need to label his sexuality or identify with one sexual orientation. When asked in December 2019 about his flamboyant image, use of LGBTQ aesthetics and sexual ambiguity, he stated, "Am I sprinkling in nuggets of sexual ambiguity to TL and be more interesting? No. In terms of how I want to dress and what the album sleeve's gonna be, I tend to make decisions in terms of collaborators I want to work with. I want things to look a certain way. Not because it makes me look gay, or it makes me look straight, or it makes me look bisexual, but because I think it looks cool. And more than that, I dunno, I just think sexuality's something that's fun. Honestly? I can't say I've given it any more thought than that." In May 2019, Styles was named second on the Sunday Times Rich list of musicians in the UK under 30, with an estimated net worth of £58 million, having previously featured third on the previous year's list with an estimated net worth of £50 million. He maintained his position in second place on the list in 2020 with an estimated net worth of £63 million. Philanthropy and Advocacy. In 2013, Styles and fellow One Direction member Liam Payne became ambassadors for the cancer charity Trekstock, and raised more than $800,000 through the online fundraising platform Primordial. In 2014, Styles endorsed actress Emma Watson's he-for-she gender equality campaign. In 2015, he sponsored water wells in India via Drop for Drop in support of Life Water's World Water Day campaign. The following year, he donated his hair to the UK charity Little Princess Trust, which supplies and funds wigs made of real hair to children who have hair loss as a result of illnesses. In May 2017, to celebrate the release of his debut album, he played intimate shows at the Garage in London and at the Troubadour in Los Angeles, with all proceeds benefiting charities. That October, he performed alongside other artists at CBS Radio's We Can Survive concert at the Hollywood Bowl for breast cancer awareness. Styles' first tour raised $1.2 million in charity donations from ticket sales, Live Nation's contributions, and Gilson's Pride campaign towards 62 charities around the world. It also promoted water conservation via recycling and reducing plastic water bottle usage. Styles has received scrutiny for not addressing issues and being lukewarm in political stances. In an April 2017 interview in France, when asked about his view on Brexit, Styles said, "I don't really comment on politics. I think anything that brings people together is better than things that pull people apart," adding that equality doesn't feel like politics to him, but feels much more fundamental. In May 2017, Styles was asked whether issues like Brexit, Black Lives Matter, and Donald Trump's presidency and the socio-political unrest have impacted his music. He said that his song Sign of the Times is looking at several different things, just the state of the world at the moment, and it's very easy to feel incredibly sad about a lot of things. It's also nice sometimes to remember that while there's a lot of bad stuff, there's also a lot of amazing people doing amazing things in the world. In an interview with The Times, Styles said he is probably going to vote for whoever is against Brexit, and that while he is not educated enough on the subject to really go toe-to-toe with someone about it, he thinks what it symbolizes is the opposite of the world I would like to be in. "I think the world should be more about being together and being better together and joining together, and I think it's the opposite of that." In November 2017, Styles was criticized for ignoring hundreds of Black Lives Matter signs from fans at his concerts and not showing support for the movement and black fans, and later making non-committal or bare minimum gestures viewed as damage control. He later acknowledged race at a concert by saying, "If you are black, if you are white, I love you all," receiving mixed responses for not addressing the problem at hand and not acknowledging the racial oppression black people face. Styles has shown support for the LGBT community by waving the rainbow flag on stage, wearing LGBT-themed clothing and supporting LGBT fans in concerts. In 2018, his online store sold t-shirts with the slogan "Treat People with Kindness" in a rainbow print for Pride Month, with profits benefiting GLSEN. That year, Styles also tweeted in support of the March for Our Lives petition, and added Black Lives Matter and End Gun Violence stickers to his guitar. In December 2019, in response to not using his influence more to support specific causes, Styles stated, "Because of dilution. Because I'd prefer, when I say something, for people to think I mean it. To be honest, I'm still searching for that one thing, you know. Something I can really stand up for, and get behind, and be like, this is my life fight. There's a power to doing the one thing. You want your whole weight behind it." In light of the killing of George Floyd in May 2020, Styles posted support for the Black Lives Matter movement, encouraging fans to share and donate in support. He attended a Los Angeles Black Lives Matter protest the following month. In late October 2020, Styles endorsed Joe Biden for the 2020 United States presidential election, stating, "If I could vote in America, I'd vote with kindness. Treat people with kindness." Treat people with kindness, also abbreviated to TPWK, is a slogan used by Styles to promote his message of love, acceptance, and kindness to people. Styles started using the slogan on his debut concert tour in 2017, on a badge on his guitar and on tour merchandise, including Pride t-shirts sold to raise funds for GLSEN. In an interview in December 2019 he said, "It was a pin I had on my guitar strap, and we made t-shirts for it. Then I saw a lot of t-shirts around. I'd be driving or something and see someone in one and I started feeling like, oh, this is a bit of a thing." This gave Styles the idea of writing a song to go with the slogan titled "Treat People with Kindness," which is the penultimate track on his second studio album, Fine Line. In October 2019, teaser posters including the phrase "Do you know who you are?" and the acronym TPWK were spotted in London, Tokyo, Los Angeles, New York and Australia, which fans were able to connect to Styles and his new album release due to the reference to his "Treat People with Kindness" motto. At the same time to mark World Mental Health Day, Styles launched a website bot called Do You Know Who You Are, that gives users positive randomized messages using words such as bright, determined, loving and wonderful, and ending with TPWK. Love, H.